Oh, Mikkel coming in hot.
I was telling Purcell after your 11-hour round of golf, your wife might have put the kibosh on you being on the podcast.
Funny enough, I came walking in here and she goes, "What are you doing?" I told her. She goes, "Oh, so 11 hours yesterday wasn't enough."
I need another 3 hours to talk about it, honey. That's when you look at her and say, "Look, do you really even want to be around me right now?"
Exactly. Well, I came home. I rushed home, went to the store, cooked her dinner. Making up for it as I can.
Oh, you made her dinner tonight?
I did. So, I mean, really, how could she be upset?
Yeah, what more does she want?
That's counting all the other times you've made her dinner this year, that makes
one. Yeah. So what are you going to do?
Oh, all right. Let's get this thing started. I don't know who else is jumping on here. We may see people, we may not, but that's okay. It's been a long break. We have 2 tournaments. Okay, maybe 1.5. Oh, wait a minute. We have the Battle of the Boys at the Creek, the par 3 at La Fortune. And look, it's been so damn long. We actually have a season champion. It could be Joe. It could be Jason. We know they're in the lead. They're tied in the lead going into the last time we had a podcast. But who is the winner? Well, it really doesn't matter because both of them are asshats. So with that, we're going to get into a little bit and find out who we got on the pod with us today. We got Joe.
Asshat number 1.
Let's see here. Where is Jason? Asshat number 2. Oh, what? I think his skirt got caught up.
I heard he spent the day in the fetal position.
He went hard after the championship round yesterday. But who we do have on is Mikkel. Barishnikov.
How's it going, fellas? Looking for any advice on divorce attorneys, if you guys know any. 11 hours.
Mike, that's your new name.
Yeah, 11 hours at the course apparently was not met with. I better not say too much. It could be used against me in a court of law. So.
Your wife's never listened to this podcast before, but man, she's pulling it up now.
Oh, this time, I guarantee this time she will.
She's like, what? How many hours? All right, but before we get into it, we got a little bit of backlog of some stuff to happen in the wild world of golf I want to hit on. I want to get you guys' first impressions. U.S. Open, Matt Fitzpatrick wins the U.S. Open. What's your guys' first thoughts on that?
There's still golf being played?
I'd forgotten that he won. But yeah, it was good to watch.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
I mean,
actually, I was going to ask, have you guys actually watched any of the LIV stuff? That's what I'm curious about. No?
I watched the first day that it was on. I tried to watch the second one, and all of a sudden it starts popping up and it's like a subscribe button, like a 12-year-old girl's running this site because I'm watching on YouTube. And then all of a sudden it's like forcing me to go to their website. And I decided, well, if I have to go log in with the Saudis to watch golf, I'm out.
We're not going to do it. Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to watch it. I don't know that I'm going to avoid it either, but you asked about the US Open. I watched maybe 30 minutes of that coverage. Yeah. I just, as it turns out, I spend a lot of time at the course, so I don't have a lot of viewing time. But
that's what that work time's for.
No, I've barely been there the last few weeks either.
Yeah. So you talk about LIV. There's some fight back from the PGA. They finally put together some money, put something to try to make guys happy. Nothing to compete with the amount of money that the Saudis are throwing on it. But there's been a lot going back and forth there. But that did lead that, everybody got to play in this last tournament, the Scottish Open, and the Open Championship, the British Open. Which do you guys call it? The Open Championship, or do you call it the British Open?
I still say British Open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of there.
I'm kind of interchangeable with this.
Well, I mean, I know it's the original. I get it, but on this side of the pond, British Open.
It's just the British Open. I'm kind of with you. I can't seem to. I have to catch myself continually, and the truth is, I don't care enough to catch it because I don't know that anybody around me cares.
Right.
If they wanted to determine what we called it, they should have fought harder.
Yeah. But this one is at the old course, at the home of golf. What's you guys' thoughts on that one? I think this is a big tournament. I'm excited about this.
Oh, I'll actually watch a lot of this one. I really enjoy the coverage, getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it comes on. And yeah, I will watch, especially at St. Andrews. To me, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's when it's at St. Andrews, it's kind of like the Masters, you know. You've seen it enough to know a little bit about it, and it's just fun to watch and see how people play it. And it's so different the way they have to play it, you know. It's not something you get to see much of.
No, it really is. And I've got a special affinity for it because I have got to play there a couple times on a trip. It's one of my bucket lists that actually came true. Got to do that. And I watched Golf Digest did a little kind of video thing to take you through each one of the holes. And it's amazing because I've seen it. I've played Tiger Woods golf around it, but to go through that again, I can kind of remember, and they talk through how the bunkering on there is just demands so much.
Yeah, they don't look like a lot of fun.
No.
I think at St. Andrews, I would say Lonnie Fields or Robert Potts might actually be able to win the claret jug with their putting off the green skills. I mean, they could play that with a 7-iron and a putter and probably be on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Potts does have that Texas wedge down pretty good.
Yep.
I mean, it is a course it's made. That the problem is it is made for somebody that can hook the ball. Because you can play the left all you want. You just can't go right.
Well, I hope to experience that one day soon.
I think so. I mean, I think we're right there on the precipice. Yeah, that's what I said.
So is that the SMGL retreat next year?
I think so. I think we should start working on that for our championship weekend.
Sponsored by the Seacat Law Firm.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, I think a trip over there would be great. But I really am. I'm excited about it. I like the way they have to play. I think I agree that not only have to putt, but like they're saying right now, I was watching video. They're like, you can slam a club into the ground right now and it bounces. It's about as hard as it is here in Oklahoma. And that makes you play a different way.
You know, with all the rain we had this year, it really is baked right now.
Oh, you can barely get a tee in the ground.
Yeah. They need to leave little wooden mallets out there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw something that said we're closing in on Dust Bowl levels.
Really. And think of how much rain we got in the spring.
Yeah, we were like a foot above normal almost.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Oklahoma. We got 2 weeks of 100 degrees coming at us, so it's going to get dicey. And that's our prime practice time for Old Kinderhook. Which
that's true.
Okay. Now I'll let you guys kind of dictate where we go here. We can do kind of some quick summations of the last 3 tournaments, or we can save that a little bit and go into some of this formatting stuff that you guys have put forward for the Old Kinderhook.
I said, let the past die. Let's move forward.
Joe would probably like to relive the past a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
No. I'm good.
All right.
We celebrated him late into the night last night. So.
Yeah.
Just ask my wife.
Well, all right. So I think what I want to do, let's go with the Kinderhook, and then we're gonna revisit just briefly each one of the tournaments we went through here to lead up to the championship. But we got a couple things I want to get through real quick. First off, has to do with Kinderhook. So Kinderhook, we have how many guys going?
16.
16.
So it has been, decided on how the two teams of the Ryder Cup format will be split up, apparently.
Yeah, so I was informed. I think Chuck and Potts made the call, didn't they?
Yeah, this was actually Potts' baby. He told me about it at work the other day. And it just kind of tailor-made itself. We've got 16 guys going, 8 of which attended, some of us for not very long before the grades got us, but 8 of us attended the University of Oklahoma, and 8 of us are another college in the state. So it's Bedlam at Old Kinderhook, right?
All right, so we're going with the Bedlam theme, and what I want to go down the leaderboard real quick, and let's look at, based on handicap, where the teams shake out.
Okay.
All right, so the lowest handicap in our league is Joe
Gilbert.
Joe's Sooner. Joe's wearing red. And then we got our own Mikkel, second highest handicap.
Boomer Sooner.
Another Sooner. All right. Third and fourth are Scott and Carrie, and they're no shows. They're scratched this year.
Carrie's not going?
Nope, Carrie's not going this year because he played
He's
Bevel.
in Vegas. That's
he
right.
played Bevel in Vegas, and he feels bad.
That's right.
He's a good husband, unlike somebody who'd stay at the course for 11 hours.
Now, I wasn't at the course for 11 hours. So. That'd be ridiculous.
That's, especially at 100-degree heat, that would just be insane. Then we roll into our highest poke, and that would be me. Then we got Phillips.
Back to the Sooners.
Back to Sooner. Phipps.
Sooner.
Chuck.
Pokes.
Oh, so we're 4-2 now. C-Cat.
Boomer Sooner.
All right, now Schultz.
So, man, we were top. I didn't realize this thing's top loaded. That's another Sooner.
That's why I don't like Potts negotiating for me. Because it's about 2-1. We finally get down to Warren, Guy, Warren. Now we start getting orange. I think your lowest ranked guy is Johnson.
Potts.
Oh, Potts. Sorry.
We're throwing pots at you every round.
So once again, Potts and his negotiation skills, or maybe it's more Chuck that I need to be worried about. And I'm seeing a lot of low handicaps, a lot of good players on your side.
I think you can throw these handicaps out the window at Kinderhook, though.
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'll be on a 3-day bender.
And it's a lot different than the courses we've got our handicaps based on.
Yeah. I mean, I like this course we're playing. We played it last year. It's a little tighter. It does play against my spray and pray guys, which I've got a few of them. That's my Lonnies and my
Yeah, let's see. Mike Warren's a straight hitter. Guy McCune depends on the day. Kyle Warren can spray a ball. Chambers can spray a ball. Fuller can spray a ball. Better hope they cut that rough down. Our team's not even taking drivers.
You guys are just hitting irons off the tee. I love it.
Yeah.
Strategy.
And so what are the format we're going to play? Or
So as I understand it, we're going to play best ball
okay.
first, the first 9 on Friday. Then we're going to play a shamble the second 9 on Friday.
All right.
And on Saturday is
Match
match
play.
play format, and you play the 2 people in your foursome.
Okay.
For a point in a 9-hole match.
You do want it and then you flip it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty good. So what did we get rid of from last year? We had an alternate shot.
The alternate shot, which was one of my favorites because it just drove
It's
everybody
really
else
fun.
nuts.
I know it's really fun, but if something's got to go, I guess that would probably be.
Yeah.
I think most people were less excited about the alternate shot.
I don't mind doing it at Southlakes, but I don't want to drive 5 hours and only get half the shots on 9 holes.
Good point.
Yeah, that is a good point.
So what are you guys going to play Thursday? Oh, I know Joe's not because we already talked about it. Sean, are you going to go up and play Thursday?
No, I'm driving up Monday morning, or not Monday. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm prepping for 4 days. It's like any other tournament. No, I'm driving up Friday morning.
Oh, okay. I don't think there's any way I could pull that off. The 4-hour drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, my back would not love that situation.
I figure I'll do the emergency 18 on Saturday, depending on how I feel and how hot it is.
Yeah, I'm a game time decision on that deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't do 3 days in a row up there. I don't think that'd be a lot.
Actually, I'm not a game time decision. I called up there today and booked a massage appointment at 3:00 Saturday afternoon. So I'll be sitting in the air conditioning while everybody's out there sweating their asses off.
You're taking it to the pool. You're going to go hit a massage, hit the pool, and be well rested for.
I'm going to be all about that resort life.
It's not a bad choice.
Well, your wife will appreciate that when she's sitting in a lawn chair at a baseball game, sweating her ass off.
Well, certainly, unless she watches this podcast, she's probably not going to know about it. So I got that going for me.
Man, we're gonna get wide distribution here because all of Mikkel's wives and all her friends are gonna watch this podcast and be ready for it.
How many wives does he have?
All her friends. It's gonna be a team up. The whole baseball team's gonna be watching. Our biggest distribution.
Yeah, we should figure out a way to live stream it.
What, my massage or?
Well,
maybe we can get live from Old Kinderhook. I looked into it at one time. I started to mess with it, and then I figured, it seemed like a lot of work.
It would really be pretty cool, except if we were live from Old Kinderhook, 18 of our 20 member viewership would be right there on the deal.
Yeah,
well, they'll probably still be watching it from their room.
Probably so.
I still think we need to get an intern.
I'm on with that. We can use an intern.
Do the filming and do all this work for you. There
we go.
That's a good idea.
I've
got extra time. I'll volunteer. I got plenty of time.
Are you kidding? I'm thinking Connor Hoffman he's got the
that could be his end to the league. You got to pay your dues, right?
There you go. You need to be walking around. Look, I know you're on the golf team and you're better than the rest of us, but you just need to walk around with a camera and film us.
Oh, he'd get a kick out of it.
All up until like Joe hits one into the woods, then you hear Mike going, earmuffs. Joe explodes into a curse of.
I bet.
He's played with enough of
it. He's heard that before, probably.
He heard it several times while walking in the door last night, actually.
Yeah.
You're like, honey, not in front of the children.
Oh boy.
She pulls if they don't want to fucking hear it, they need to get out of the fucking room.
You should have seen the look on her face when my whole excuse for being, well, never mind, spoiler alert. I'll tell you that's part of the story later. Don't want to give away the ending for
The
the league
pinnacle of it.
championship there. Yeah. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought. But I am excited about it. I think this is always a great weekend. We have do we have dinner reservations both nights?
Yes. Yeah. Potts was going to call. So we got 7:00 Friday night, and then he made 7:00 Saturday, but I don't think the emergency 9 doesn't tee off till 3.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to have to make some changes to that. But yeah, because remember last year we had a little trouble with the dinner reservation.
Yeah. Finding a place to eat because they wouldn't let us back in the empty room.
Yeah. So we actually have the Weisskopf room both nights.
Yeah.
But we got to do some time adjustment on Saturday.
Right. And I might just make it, I mean, the second may just be an emergency 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll all be done after that.
Yeah. But I am looking forward to, and I want to try to get on the I do want to try to get a Peoria Ridge on Sunday.
I'm in for that.
I'm thinking that'll be fun if we could hit that.
Have you guys played that course?
I've never played it.
Yeah.
Joe, have you?
Where's this one?
In Miami.
No. Didn't
it's the
somebody go
same-
through there last year?
Not on this trip, but a couple of us went up and played it. I don't know, one time last summer.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's the same guy that designed Bailey Ranch and Battle Creek. So it'll remind you of those, but there's a little bit of elevation change, a little bit better scenery, not as many houses around it and stuff. So, yeah, if there's a group wanting to stop, I will definitely be in on that.
I'm way about that if we can figure out Old Kinderhook. Let's figure out. Let's get some. All right, so it's about 4 hours there. Let's add a destination here. Peoria Ridge. Oh, apparently got to change the order. So it looks like I can't. What the heck, dude? I mean, I think it's about an hour away.
From Old Kinderhook?
No, from here.
It's got to be
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about 4 hours all the way, and it's probably an hour and a half short. So if we get,
it's right. What is that exit? Whatever that Miami exit 313 or whatever.
yeah, it's right there at the Miami exit.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if we could get there 11:30, what time we got to leave there? 10? No, that's
Yeah, I think you're doing that backwards.
I don't know. Last
Let me
time I
call the
left,
intern to do some math for us here.
yeah, way early.
You got to leave by 7:30
No,
to be
8:30.
there by 11.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11. So
You're just gonna roll out of the car to the tee box?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I'm planning on rolling into Kinderhook. I mean, you just played 36 holes.
That's
Minimum.
a good plan. I like that. I think your whole team should do that.
I think so. Probably ought to hit an extra. I may
think
leave like at 2 a.m. and stop and play 18 before Friday morning.
That'd be
Smart.
an even better idea.
Smart.
He's playing chess, Hoffman, and we're playing checkers.
That's it. You can. I've got Guy, and the only thing I can say, the only advantage the Cowboys have on this whole trip is the fact that we have
He's your
Guy
captain.
who is going to
Yep.
ultra manage it.
That's true.
No, I guarantee
Yeah.
he is deep in it right now.
Yeah, he's running the algorithms. He's gonna
Doing
have.
his
We're all gonna have
analysis.
scorecards of our scoring holes. So
Color coded.
yeah. Ah. All right. So I think we got that done real quick. I want to do a commercial break here, our unsanctioned commercial break, but this one's actually a good one. This is actually a legit one. This is for the Kolby Odd Golf Tournament, September 24th, 8 a.m. We're getting ready to set out our flyers. We've got, we're going to have the sign up set up. It's $80 or $160 for a pair. You can go either way. Maybe you come as a single and need a date. We can hook you up. Maybe you come as your own date. Maybe you got a pair, but it's a 2-man scramble, full scramble at Southlakes again. You guys excited for this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This will be my third. This will be my third year to play with Connor. So we have the best time together. Getting to play a scramble, and certainly a great cause. Another reason to get out with all you guys too. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Connor started asking me back in May if I knew when it was going to be. So
if I pay the 160, can I be my own 2-man team?
I mean,
it's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause. Just gonna have a blow up dummy in his sidecar. But I will say it is a great cause. It's a great for service for Kolby, and I do have a couple stories. One's because we just got back from this mission trip. It's the reason why I missed the par 3, or not the par 3, the Battle Creek, is because I was on mission trip while you guys were out there yucking it up and drinking and playing golf and having fun. But there were a couple things happened. We had a senior who just, going to TCC next year, doesn't have a lot of money, self-supported. He kind of came up, he's gone to it before and said, I just don't have the money this year. And even though they'd already given away the majority, they still have, because we're funding this, they're able to say, no, we've got money for you. You can go. And it made a difference. It was the only senior boy that was able to go, that went. And I mean, just a great kid, great heart. Really excited about that. And then there was another kid who, Daniel's a 6th grader going into 7th grade. His dad actually was hurt with a IED. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Hurt by an IED, had a head trauma, and moved away about a year ago. They're big family in our church and everything. They just moved back. He was talking with somebody else and said, hey, can you go to mission trip? And that they said, no, it's like $500. And they're like, we just can't afford that. And as soon as the people that kind of run the fund, they said he wants to go. No problem. We got money waiting for him. And that's why we do this. We do this so we can have the money there waiting, for the kids who can't, the kids who needs help. It really gets split out. There's a whole lot of half part scholarships to go out, and a whole other, we get the full scholarships to people who really can't afford it and need to go. So I'm excited about it. I'm very passionate about that, as you can tell. And we've got this great write-up I'm going to send out. So that's coming. Get ready to sign up.
It's about $500 a kid.
Yeah.
I think we should, I know the golf league, we're mostly all going to play in it, but at Kinderhook, let's pass the hat and everybody throw in $25.
Yep. Yeah. I agree.
And be able to pay for an additional kid to go.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Because I will, and here's the other part that, is probably the lesser known part of this is, because we had this discussion, came up in Sunday school. Carrie's in my Sunday school. It's his son, and it's a memory of him. And he says the most important thing is that him and his wife really appreciate about this whole tournament is the fact that it reminds people of Kolby, that they talk about him, that they get to hear about him. And that means more than anything else to it. So, another great reason to have it, another great reason we get to have it. And I think everybody gets real excited about it. And it is the chance for a lot of, our big listening, our micro demographical audience to get to play with the legends, It's
the closest thing we have to a pro-am.
Yeah.
There you go. Until we get this member guest deal fired up.
Yeah.
Not letting that one die.
This is the member guest opportunity that everybody's looking for. So, no, real excited about that. That's our advertisement for the day. So we sign up. It's coming. I'll put it on the Instagram, getting emails out. So get ready to sign up and have some fun. All right. We're going to go back and roll through when last we left everybody in the season. We had Joe, you and Scholes were sitting up near the lead. You're sitting at the lead and playing into the par three. How was the par three? Give me just a quick little synopsis of that. I wasn't there. It's a complete crap course of a lot of wedges.
I don't know, Hoffman. What do you think?
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
State,
well, let me tell you this.
State baseball. So this is all you.
So what was interesting? We went out. It was me. I want to say Guy McCune, maybe Seacat and Schultz. Went out a couple of nights before, and just four buddies out there playing. We all played really well, and maybe it was Milburn. I think it was Milburn. No pressure. We all did really, really good. And then we show up for the league event and everybody's wound up as tight as they can be for some reason. And it's funny how, if we all went out and played La Fortune tomorrow, I'm sure we would not feel that, there's still some anxiety on the first tee of these things.
Yeah.
But Potts is the one who he was like steady Eddie all the way around that thing, and he got about a pop and a half on every hole, I think. So anyway, I believe Potts ended up winning it, right?
No, it was Phillips.
Oh, okay. Well, Phillips played good too.
There you go. He shot a gross 61. I mean,
I was trying to look back. That's been so freaking long ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Phillips and Potts came in second. So Potts was leading it for a while. Guy McCune came in. Schultz beat me by 1, so I think he got a point on me that weekend. But I mean, you look at Milburn just got crucified by his handicap. But, it's another pretty tight leaderboard. That's the one thing we saw this year was that gap from first to last on the leaderboard really narrowed up.
Yeah, it's getting compressed. The handicaps are getting legit for the most part. So we go through there. Clearly, neither you or Scholes really showed up.
No, we barely got more than our show up point that week, I think.
But you did save your handicap, so it didn't completely get obliterated.
Yeah, there's been some talk about next year with our donation to the city courses that we made to Randy Heckenkemper.
Yeah.
That we need to play, 1 or 2 city courses, put those in the rotation next year. We've talked about doing the par 3 the night thing, but make it just like a social thing, maybe. So we don't, it's kind of an enigma how that affects handicaps. Nobody's exactly sure how that works on the grant.
Right.
But there's some traction of still doing it, but, just making it like a mid-season break kind of thing where we just go out and hang out and have some fun and instead of trying to kill each other every week.
Yeah. Take the points out of it, take it out of the actual rota schedule and throw it out there as more of a, maybe it's a skins event.
Yeah. I like that. That'd be a good idea.
We got a lot of time to talk about it, but that was the idea anyway.
No, I like that because I usually don't get to play in that event. So if we can take the points out of that, that just gives me another option to get back in the game. All right. But once again, it's one of always the favorite events. You guys, a lot of drinking. Suppose it's late at night. The lights come up. How late did you guys play into the lights?
No, it was still light when we started. We probably played at least 12 holes while the sun was still up to some degree. So,
Okay.
you know, it was dark when we got done, but we played earlier than we did the year before, I think.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. So
We played it twice last year, didn't we?
I think you guys
Most
did.
of us did.
Oh yeah, we did a re-round. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why it was so late. I bet your wife was thrilled about that one too.
I'm sure she was.
That's the infamous night of the cart girl.
It's marital advice from Mikkel.
Do as I say, not as I do.
All right. So next you guys hit into the Battle Creek. That was that's same as the Bailey Ranch Designer. That's a Heckenkemper?
I guess so. Yeah. Did he do those? I know he did a bunch of them around town at that time.
Geez, I should know this. I apologize.
I almost didn't play this one.
You almost didn't play the Bailey Ranch?
I had played at the Patriot on Tuesday, and then I did that 3-day thing at Southern Hills on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So this was my, 5th round in 6 days?
That's like my schedule.
Yeah.
That's when I broke out the new sticks. After that last round at Southern Hills, I played so bad with those forged clubs. I took a hard right turn out of Southern Hills after about 8 high noons and drove 80 miles an hour to Golf Galaxy and bought a new set of clubs. And I'll tell you, for people that say it's the Indian, not the arrow, those chumps don't have the right arrows.
So yeah, okay, so you brought up the sorry, Southern Hills. What is the story there? How did you get a 3-round week at Southern Hills? What did you do to win that?
They have a member guest tournament every year called Swingaroo.
Okay.
And, a couple who's good friends with Terry and I for, decades. He was taking a guy from work with him, and like on Sunday, the guy tested positive for COVID. So I guess I was somewhere on his list of people he called to see if they could clear their calendar for the end of the week. And I made it happen.
And show up with a negative test.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that was quite an experience.
So what you're saying, it's one of Terry's friends.
It'll beat you down, though.
Because that was right after they just played the PGA.
It was, a month after, probably.
Yeah, so it was in similar conditions, not exact, but probably still it hadn't changed too much.
Had a lot of rough growing up. I will say that I think it really hopefully changed my golf game for good, though, because we had a caddy with us all 3 days. And it was a girl named Sophie, who is going to be a senior on the TU women's golf team. Okay. And so I don't know what hole we were on, maybe the 3rd hole that first day. And I'd hit one that it got into the rough about a foot, and it was buried. And she said, okay, what are we going to do here? And, we were still maybe 200 out or something, and I said, well, I'm going to take this hybrid and just slash at it as violently as I can, try to hit it as far as I can down the fairway. And she said, yeah, we could do that. or what's your favorite distance to hit from? I said, oh, give me 120 shot. I love them. I'll hit them all day. She said, you could chip out to 120 and then play into the green. And I did that and made a one putt and saved a par.
Yeah.
And so I was picking her brain the rest of the week. How would you play this? What do you see here? And I told her, I said, you know, I realize I've played golf for 45 years, but I don't think I was ever like really playing the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was, you know, like anytime I'd play a par five, I'd hit a driver and then I'd take, you know, whatever my next longest club was and try to hit it as far as I could. And the last 2 rounds I've played, I don't think I've hit anything longer than a 7-iron on my second shot on a par five. And I'm just playing to that area where I like to hit from. And it's like, good God, how could I be so dense? But it works.
Man. So now you're playing golf as opposed to playing flags.
I guess that's what it's called. It's still kind of new to me, but it makes a lot of sense. Like I hit a lot of 5 woods off the tee boxes yesterday.
I noticed that.
Yeah. Just trying to, you know, put it in the position I wanted to, or not trying to force anything, you know.
And you're a pretty straight driver of the ball. Like if I was gonna have somebody drive and if they had to hit the fairway for my life, you're probably gonna make the list. You know.
Yeah.
Now
you just don't need to do it every time.
Yeah. Now, if the ball has to get past like 225, now I'm going to worry about that. But if it's just hitting the fairway, you're my man. No, you actually you're getting some distance now.
Yeah, I've started hitting that ping driver really well.
I'm telling you, it's a whole different game. He's playing chess and we're playing checkers, Michael.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even know what to do with him anymore.
I'm going to write a pamphlet this summer and I'll sell it to you guys at Fortune next spring.
Golfing with the professor.
That's right.
Well, I'm hoping he shares something for the OU contingent at Old Kinderhook.
Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a crash course.
Oh,
there you go.
We're at you got golfing with the professor. We've got putting with Gilligan on our side. That's
you've got Guy McCune who will have 8 laptops synced together while he's up there in his little control room, figuring out who plays better at different degrees of humidity. And
looking at this Battle Creek, you actually came in with the win.
I did with the new irons.
It's the new irons. So you what did you go with here? I'm completely getting off there, but I saw with these irons.
Srixon ZX4.
And they are the arrows for your Indian, huh?
They seem to be. Because I shot a 78 at Battle Creek, which is 21 strokes better than I shot the day before. I threw up a 99 my last round at Southern Hills.
Well, those courses are a little different.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
But you played well at Battle Creek. I'm the best start I've had in a long time. I was 1 over through 11 holes. And so I was telling all the guys, I just knew I was in first place. Just knew it. Look at Joe Gilbert, 1 over through 11 holes.
And
as soon as I saw that,
Schultz was right there the whole time too.
Was he?
Yeah. Well, and I was playing with Potts. Potts was in my group. I think Potts and Fuller were in my group. And they finished second and third.
Yeah, but you guys were throwing. Hoffman had a good front 9. And then he hit the back 9, which the back 9 is the redesign. It is a Bland Pittman. Sorry.
Okay.
Heckenkipper did Forest Ridge and I believe. We want to give Bland his dues. Don't want to cut him off there. But that's impressive. Go out there and throw one over on that front nine.
Oh, I thought I was running away with it.
Yeah, I guess we were
iron,
tied at the turn, weren't we, Hoffman?
We were, yeah.
Yeah. And then I ended up with a freaking 8 on a hole on the back nine.
So that is 14, which is
that little short par 4 that goes back to the north. I lost a ball. I mean, we saw exactly where it went into the tall grass, and we looked
over to the right.
Now I was on the left side.
Oh, so it's in between the two fairways.
It was just no. This is the one with all the gunch, right on the left side of the fairway. The one where you tee up.
Oh, after the par 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's OB over there.
Well, but I hit it just right up there by that bunker.
Okay.
On the left side in the grass. We just couldn't find it.
Just right next to those white stakes.
Yeah. So I had some red ass. Well, I mean, we were on the fairway side of the cart path, but
okay.
But I had a 78 with an 8 on the card.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're peaking at the right time. You kind of had a vision. I mean, was winning the patch, winning the championship of this year, was that on your vision board?
Not really. I just wanted to get where I could stay out of my own way, because you have some of those rounds where just freaking nothing goes right, and you keep making mistake after mistake. That was kind of my goal this year, was to figure out how to get around a golf course without, what's the word? Shit. Doing something bad to myself. I can't think of the word right now. Sabotaging myself.
There you go. So, Mikkel, what happened to you in the back nine of Battle Creek?
I'm gonna bet beer. I don't really remember. Just kind of started leaking oil, and I don't remember what I even shot, but I mean it's respectable, but it wasn't 78. I can tell you that. I
mean, you went 30, 37, 45.
That's what. Okay. Wheels did come off then.
Yeah. You got a little. You actually got sideways on that that first short par 4.
Yeah, I hit a pretty good drive and was 30 yards off the green, and it took me 3 strokes to get to the green from there. So
been there.
That'll usually do it. Yeah, and then that next par 5, actually both par 5s on the back nine of that course just whipped my butt, but. That next par 5, you can't hit, or I can't hit a driver or I go in the water.
Right.
But then your next layup, you're worrying about the next deal of water. It's almost like a 7-iron par 5. And I'm not smart enough to do that. So I don't know. It just, once it got going sideways, it got sideways quick. But
another tournament where the top 9 people were only 6 strokes apart.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty it. I mean, what you're seeing is people are winning tournaments if they can get 1 or 2 net under par.
Mm-hmm.
See, and last year, I think I do remember, 5 and 6 shot swings between the top of the leaderboard and the next few guys. So they're competitive, it certainly, especially when you've got a, handicap that's, kind of down there in the low double digits, you don't have much room for error because you got guys coming up and everybody's handicaps are falling. I bet we could look back at the beginning of this season. I bet everybody's handicap's lower than it was. Everybody's playing good golf right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So with that, we get into the last tournament. We're playing La Fortune again. And Joe, you've got a sizable lead. You got about a 5-6 point lead going into the last tournament.
6 points.
6 points. But Schultz he's got his eyes on you.
Yeah. And we're in the same group. Well, with you.
Yeah, I was in the group with you. I had the nice third place. I couldn't, and this is where I ran into my problem. I told this to you, is I was safely in third place. I couldn't move up and I couldn't move back. Had a big gap around.
You had zero to play for.
At zero, so I had no juice in the game.
Yep.
And I've figured out I might be Phil Mickelson. When there is zero juice in the game, I cannot care.
I know what you mean.
I mean, I think at one point I putted with my 7-iron because I just didn't want to walk over and go get it from the car.
Purcell cracked a beverage on the first tee box. I don't think I've ever seen him do that.
Well, I saw him. We were a couple holes ahead. You guys were on par 5. Is it number 14 or 15? I can't remember. And Sean, you'd hit your ball to the left up there, and I saw you over there looking. And I heard you holler, "Just give me a ball, I'm gonna drop it." I'm like, "Was he not going to look anymore?" But your give a shit factor must have been pretty low at that point.
Yeah, I still parred that hole even with the drop shot.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it was pretty low. But I was watching it unfold, and I think the other part is Joe was just playing the most boring round of golf I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I love that kind of boring golf.
Just sitting around there waiting. He's having a good time with guys all over the place, and Joe's just driving him around, talking him up. And so you look down, and Joe, you were 2 over after the front 9.
After the first 3 holes, I was 3 over and Schultz was 1 under.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh shit.
Oh, here we go.
Somehow it stayed.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I just kind of got in the zone, I guess. After that second hole, that was really my only bad hole.
Yeah.
I had to hit the standing backwards, holding a wedge straight down by my foot to chip out from behind that tree.
Yeah.
But really, I only remember hitting 2 really bad shots. That was one of them, and then I chunked one somewhere else. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You played a great round. You came in at 3 over 75.
Yeah, that is my low round ever.
You played the last 15 holes even par.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive.
And what I would say, what a champion should do.
Close it out. Yeah.
Just
basically the 5th hole though. I think Schultz and I were both feeling the nerves. Schultz, yeah, I don't think he had a beer until like the 12th hole.
Yeah, he was trying to keep it real, and I don't think
he
wanted to ride by himself. He didn't even want anybody else in his cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get a cart by himself too.
Yeah.
He called that too. As soon as we saw we were in a 5-some, I got a text. I'm riding solo.
And I was ready to, Mikkel, I'm a great caddy.
Oh yeah.
I can talk you through a shot.
So apparently I'm riding with McCune and he's caddying for me. And then he's standing on the tee box telling Schultz, "You're going to have to get in his head."
Yeah, I did.
It's like, you bastard.
Oh, so congratulations, Joe, on the season victory. Impressive victory. I mean, now you really are going to have to wear the radioactive jacket.
I guess so. Well,
so Joe, this is your first year to win?
Yep.
So Sean, Carriod, Charlie, and now Joe. Is that right? With the 4 champions?
That's them.
Yep.
Oh, one day, guys. One day I'll get it.
Look, I looked at it, and you just got to win more golf tournaments, apparently.
Well, I got to play more golf tournaments, as it turns out.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
But I tell you,
think I
that
played
was
in half of
fun. You know, Schultz and I were nipping at each other's heels the whole season.
All year, yeah.
And we were both great sports about it, other than hitting into him at Forest Ridge. But that was fun. I mean, you know, and Chuck stuck us. I mean, we probably played together in half the tournaments, I would guess. But anyway, I enjoyed it. That was a fun competition with him.
Yeah. It was fun to watch. It really was. You like that. I didn't think he could actually hold on that much.
Yeah, he was very steady. I mean, the whole year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right there in that kind of 88 to 90 range. He was like,
I think did he win 2 tournaments?
Yes.
But it was absolutely in the top 3, 4. All
Yeah, that was his deal. He was picking up the second place points every week.
Yeah.
It seemed like too if he didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just stayed up there.
You know what I did notice today, though, like you said, Hoffman, Schultz and I were the only 2 that played all 14 events.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there is something to be said for that.
But you guys had so many points. If you hadn't, I don't think that would have made.
No, but in our race, it might have flipped it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, if you would have missed one of those that you won.
Yeah, I think it would be hard to win it if you miss more than one tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to build in some things. When I thought I had a chance earlier in the season, then I went up and threw a couple of one point showings, and that kind of put me down.
Yeah, those will take you out of it pretty quick.
Yeah. So once again, I need the juice. Apparently not.
I got to tell you, I was happy when I got up this morning, but I was also kind of sad because there wasn't next week's tournament to start thinking about.
Well, now it's practice time.
Yeah.
Got to get some practice in, some rounds in between now and the Old Kinderhook.
They'll work on getting the handicap a little higher.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. And if you look at the one good thing about the Grin is you can go back and see how your handicap's kind of done over the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I was looking at my scores and my handicap, and you can see it for all 4 years. I mean, they're basically just flat lines. I mean, they've got a little float in them, but
right.
I mean, I think my handicap when we started was 11.6, and now it's 10.9, and I think it got up to a 14 and got down to a 9.6. So, you know, really pretty tight. But I bet we've got a lot of people whose, you know, theirs falls off to the right quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Because we've got some guys that are really dialed it in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I mean, here's what I'll put. So you guys are 2 of the better handicaps, and I'm rolling a little bit behind you. But I would say that it's a rarity for me to throw up a score that's got 100 in it now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I've got a low 90, that's kind of a bad round. And I would say when this thing started.
Yeah, but I think what we were talking about, and to that point, I bet everybody's top level is 5 or 6 shots lower than what it used to be. You know, you're just seeing lower overall scores every week, and you know, even the guys with the real high. Well, you know, Fuller, you know, he just keeps playing. You know, his handicap's going to drop like a rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Guy because for some reason, if he plays with me, I think I must make him nervous or something. He's like, he tells me about halfway through that round. Every time I play with you, I just play like crap. Like, oh.
He's too busy on the charcuterie board. And
Yeah.
You know, one thing we're going to have to figure out next year we haven't talked about is to make sure everybody's either using World Handicap System or this GHAP thing.
Are they
with the
different?
grant. Yeah, my handicap is different on the two. I'm a 10-3 on World Handicap System and a 9-8 on the GHAP.
Huh. I didn't even know that.
I don't know. And I think, I mean, because next year you're going to have to pay yourself, pay the USGA on that GHIN app to do your handicap.
It's not going to be handled through the grant anymore.
No, they had that thing where the USGA is not letting, I guess, non-traditional. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Looks like, okay, I got a message. My internet connection is bad. So now, you know, we pay for the grant and the grant pays USGA to keep our handicap. And they've changed that rule somehow. The grant sent out some information about it. I think Chuck's read about it more than any of us probably. So we'll get him on next time to explain it to us.
Huh.
So if you go to stats and then go to your handicap index,
Yeah.
and it's got that little pull down menu under the green circle.
Mine doesn't have a pull down menu.
What does yours say? WHS?
Hold on. Yeah, mine says, I don't know, just shows you can't read it. I've got, when I go to the handicap card, I said, show my gap card and show my handicap.
Oh no, go to stats.
Okay.
And is the first page of that your handicap index page? Okay, and it doesn't, I don't know. Mine has a pull down menu.
Oh, see, mine doesn't have that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just something we're going to have to watch out for to get everybody on the same page for next year.
Yeah, that would be a bummer if we had to go to a different system.
Yeah, I'm still turning all mine in for to have the official GHIN. But the grant will do this GHAP thing for free. And you can, like, if we all do it, we could use it on the leaderboards for our tournaments. So we're all, you know, on the same basis. So anyway, something to look at.
Yeah, we'll have to do something like that because I don't know. Oh, GHAP. I think I just did something. I think I just activated.
Okay. So is your GHAP lower than your?
It is. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have it. I think it said it came free with my thing.
Yeah. So that's the one the grant will do for you. And and it may be the grant has to charge us additional money to do your GHIN. It's like $20 a year or something. But I'm doing mine through Meadowbrook as well. I was just going to turn in my stuff out there, I guess.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely have to figure that out because that'll be the next thing. We can barely get people to get their scores in this machine. I can't.
Yeah, we can't have them going multiple.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you guys have your optional training on the group me?
I must have missed it.
I mean, how bad are the people in our league that they can't understand how to go into group me and you know, say they want to be at something.
All the baseball and basketball moms I deal with all figured it out on their own. So
Yeah.
Figured our guys could, but who knows?
Well,
So I can go find the events and I can see who's responded and who hasn't. It would be nice if they could, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Chuck sends out his screenshot for the pairings.
The night before.
I mean, I've sent something to the Grin. I think they should have that inside their platform.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
We've also discussed, do we want to have a pairings chairman for next year?
I mean, okay, Chuck is trying everything he can not to be the commissioner.
He's trying to get impeached.
Potts would have those things rolled out in no time. And Chuck was saying it's just hard to keep track, you know, and try to make sure we have a good mixture all throughout the year. It seems like Guy McCune could build a spreadsheet that would do that for us. So
kind of rank it based on who you've played with before, and
yeah, something like that. And I even thought, you know, what if we had like, you know, 4 columns that were pools, you know, kind of like they're talking like they're going to have to do in the SEC or something,
right?
With the pods. Seems like you could figure out some way to mix it up that way.
Yeah, where you always played with the, you know.
Or I also think on the podcast, it would be fun. We need to go to YouTube next year, but to get one of those bingo hoppers and put everybody's name on a ping pong ball and just pull them out and do their
next on the number 1 tee.
We're gonna live stream the pairings.
Yeah.
that'll be the big mix. You know, hey, I think we could do it.
I do like, you know, Pot started it before, you know, he did it this way, probably put, you know, a lot more thought into it, but Charlie does a pretty good job too. But I do like mixing it up to where we don't play with the same guy over and over, you know, especially, you know, when I started in the league, it's nice to get to know everybody and give us a chance to, you know, we've got a good group of guys. So it is nice to get to play with different guys every week and not just fall in a rut of, okay, you know, Purcell, let's go again. And
right.
And same guys jump in the cart every time. So
like, I think I've played with Kerry Odd once in the last 2 seasons. And I mean, just in the last couple of weeks, I've played with Fuller 3 times. I played with Schultz a bunch this year. And I know I'm not bitching. I know it's hard to keep track of all that, but seems like we could have some sort of, there's probably a program out there, like a bracket maker or something you could get.
Well, I think part of it was he was trying to get you guys, because you were competing against each other.
Right. Right,
so that kind of lifted some of it. But yeah, I mean, and well, the other thing is that somehow the tee times, broken record here, have scooted up. And so like, I'm usually saying like, I have to be in the last tee time just because I may be coming in hot.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we're starting at 12:30, it gets a little bit tight.
So for me to get 11 hours in, we got to start early.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, and I think that came from like because during COVID, they were hitting the emergency 9 about every week. And I don't know that's really been a thing that much this year.
I did. I think I played 1 emergency 9 out at Southlakes early in the year, and that was it.
Yeah.
I tried to get one going Saturday and couldn't get anybody. I ended up having to go to a bar and drink instead of playing golf.
But okay, so you talked about, one thing is you did talk about bringing in city courses. Now, Mikkel, you've hit Meadow or Mohawk several times.
Yeah, Connor and I played out there a couple of times. You know, it is what it is. I think it's a little better than it had been, but yeah, you know, they're never going to be. I love Mohawk. That's where my dad took me when I was a kid. So I like taking Connor out there. I like the way it lays out. I like, you know, all the trees and stuff. I like that course more, probably sentimental, but I think it's playable. I don't think it's something that, I mean, you just have to understand you're going to maybe get a bear lie in the middle of a fairway. You're going to, but I would vote to put them back on the schedule.
Right. I think legitimately we should put, I think we need to put one of the pages on and Mohawk back on the schedule.
Mohawk. Yeah, it's got to be Woodbine. You can't play that Pecan Valley.
Right.
That's the one they chopped up. Was it a par 68?
Yeah.
Something like that to make room for that driving range. So, but no, I would vote to have them. And yeah, like I said, we played that course in Cushing. It's not in any better shape than I think Mohawk. Maybe Paige Belcher would be a little bit.
Right. And then I would even push for, I think that somebody made the suggestion. I think we need to move the last tournament of the year to a major. More points on the line.
Yeah.
Kick LaFortune out of the last spot and maybe put Meadowbrook as the last spot.
Yeah.
As a third major?
As a third major.
Oh, now we are big time.
Yeah, I know some of you guys want to get rid of Forest Ridge as a major, but I think it's a great course that we should play a lot more.
Why would they? I wouldn't get rid of that as a major. I would just add another.
So
and then the next year we'll add Carson Creek as another major.
Oh, I'd be all in about that. I've got a Monday through Thursday round at Forest Ridge. If you guys want to get together and play.
Well, let me go check with my wife.
What?
When is it?
Monday through Thursday. It's a free round. It was part of it was somehow I got somebody else's winnings from last year's Kolby Odd tournament.
Oh, okay.
So, and we need to get some people together to play that one of these times.
I need to actually do about a month worth of work now that golf is over. got some emails I got to catch up on.
Well, all right. Well, with that, you guys have anything else you want to jump in here and talk about before we close this thing up? We are going to, I think we're looking at modifying the format. We're going to try to go to once a month, keep it going throughout the off season. So we're going to get a lot more conversation about kind of what's going on, what we're doing to keep our game in shape, what things we're going to try to work on. Golf, we're getting to play at other places and just any old thing we can talk about. We're going to try to do that kind of stuff a little bit more. We're going to get more people in the cycle for this thing because Joe and I just can't carry it every time. I mean, we're great conversationalists, but we need more guys like Mikkel and Johnson, who said he will 100% be here every time. But where is he at?
Tonight.
Except for today.
Except for today. So getting a little bit more variety. We try to keep something going through the thing. I hope I have you guys' support on that. I think it'll be a good time. See if we can't talk about doing some more unique things. I do have one thing I wanted to try. I'd love to get a little 4-man, 3-hole kind of. I talked to you, Joe, about this. Kind of a sandy horse race. In that it would be basically, it's a 3-hole horse race for 4 guys. We'd film it, get highest score or last man in the hole is out, and you just drop a guy every hole.
We could do that.
Yeah, I've played those before. Those are fun.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fun little. I mean, I think that's a fun way, and I think if we get that, it's not too hard to film that. We can get it on some video a little bit there, and get to meet some of the guys and get some of the kind of action going. We can go to some little, we could go to any place and do that. So those are some of the off-season stuff I'd love to kind of get in place and see what we can do.
Yeah, I would.
We got to keep it fresh.
Yeah. I mean, look, we need to get Mikkel on the moneymaker. We got to get his face on the screen. We got to get, because that's where the ladies are coming in.
He's our ticket to stardom.
I mean, he is our what's the girl that Paige Sporadic? Mikkel is our Paige Sporadic.
If we want to set something up where she and I could do a little podcast, I'd probably work out.
You want to go jump on that podcast?
I like the hell out of what that idea could bring. Yeah.
Your wife would be a big fan of that.
Yeah,
sure she would.
Here's what I love now, because like she's on the Instagram and she comes up, so she does like her picks and stuff for the PGA. She does them all from her bedroom. I'm just wondering if that's like a suggestive thing she's throwing out there, or
She knows who her audience is. Bunch of under 6, 40 and 50-year-old men.
Oh, all right, Joe, you got a joke of the day for us.
Oh, let me think. Geez, you put me on the spot.
I know. All right, I'll give you a second.
Yeah.
There. So, Mikkel, here's one thing I want to talk about. You'll give you a second to think about it, Mikkel. What is going on with your son Connor? He is 13 years old.
13, yeah, be 14 in October.
Okay, and he's playing on the.
He last year, yeah, he's on the junior high golf team at Owasso, so he'll try out for the 8th grade, I guess in October, and so I've been trying to get him out, and I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun. I told him the other day, we were playing at La Fortune, and we were talking about obviously St. Francis across the street where he was born and everything, and I told him, I was excited to have a kid and get to watch him grow up, watch him play sports, but it's pretty cool to have have another little buddy to run around with now. He's loving to play golf, and he's starting to kind of put it together a little bit. We've got him shooting in the mid to low 90s, and so we got to take it to the next level. So I really appreciate all you guys play with him, and that makes him feel pretty special too. Getting to go hang out with the big guys and everything. So anyway, yeah, it's a lot of fun and fun to watch him do it. We've done all the sports. He's still tinkering with a few, but obviously golf's going to be something, when he's our age, he'll still be, in the lab and buying new clubs after rounds at Southern Hills.
Oh,
you name it.
It is huge. Like I was guy went on, one of the kids that goes on, lives in my neighborhood. He plays for Broken Arrow's golf team. Mm-hmm. And he's now going to be a senior this year. And he was like 5th bag shooting, 80s, low 80s and everything like that. Kind of had a blow up at the state championship, but then came after that, reassessed, and he shot like 5 rounds at, 3 over or more or less.
Yeah.
Just kind of turning it on.
There's nothing like being out there on the course and getting, Connor improved a lot. Just, he made the 7th grade team just kind of on a whim. He called me at work, asked if he could go try out. So I went, took his clubs to him, and he made it. But once he did that, he got to go to the course every day after school. And there's nothing like it, just being out there and around it and, learning, he'll when I pick him up every day, he'll say, hey, I tried this grip. I tried to, you just tinkering with stuff and it's working out. So there's nothing like practice, but yeah, hopefully he's got some high school golf in him. He's got a long way to go, but it's a lot of fun. We're having fun with it. So
does he need some quality YouTube instruction? That's
he's already on that. We were playing the other night and he did something. He goes, Dad, I saw that on YouTube the other day. I said, please don't do that. I think it was a new putter grip he was working on. I don't even know what it was, but no, he's already bought in on the YouTube golf instruction. But I think he's got Paige Speranack, got her page saved as a favorite. So
smart choice. So I'm excited to watch his career. I think it's going to be exciting to watch him as he continues to play, because when we played together, I played with him. He's got a really good, sweet swing. It's just young, and he's got to develop a little bit more. But I think he's definitely got all the skills and the hand-eye coordination to do it.
Yeah, I think so too. He just moved up. Finally this summer we've moved him out of. Still had kind of a junior set, but we've got some of my dad's old clubs. We cut down a little bit, and so he's actually got real golf clubs now, and he's hitting the ball pretty far. He's about 210, 220 off the tee now.
He played the green tees with us the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's already backed up. His age group would actually be the yellow tees, the ones in front of us. But he went ahead and backed up and played with us, and didn't really I think he shot a 95 the other day from the green tees. And
now, you know the story about Jack Nicklaus and his kids, right?
No.
He made them start at the forward tees, and he wouldn't let them move back until they could shoot par from the forward tees.
No, that's great.
And Chuck and I tried that. Me and Chuck and Warren, I think, went out to Southlakes and played from the very front tees, just to see what kind of difference it made. And we shot like 15 shots lower than our, our normal round from the next set back. So
yeah,
it really does. I mean, you should get him to not be in too big of a hurry to move back.
Yeah, I probably moved him back too quick, but I did that when he was little. We'd go to the course and I would let him tee a ball up at 100 yards out.
Right.
And you know, when he got to where he could do that a little bit, then we went to 150, and then he started playing the women's tees, or the red tees. Not
forwards.
Politically correct there. The forward tees. And to where he could compete from there. And he's back. Like I said, he's back playing with us now. So,
look, I'm also seeing an opportunity here. See, because I think he would play really good with a pair of Titleist AP2s.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe take him to the professor, get a little modification, a little fitting.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing an opportunity for you, upgrade. Mama will love that.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I'll let her know.
You just did it for your son. I mean,
yeah.
What a
you didn't want
beautiful
to.
gesture.
Yeah. I think I need to just keep a low profile next little bit here.
Probably right.
Okay, Joe, you've got to start getting on some fitting. I think that's your next thing. You need to start checking into that, get the tape and everything to be able to do some club fitting.
Okay. Yeah. I've got the GolfWorks catalog, and they have like the whole starter kit where you can buy all the vices and bending tools and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah. Also, I'll start out learning on yours, Purcell.
That sounds like a great idea. They were cheap.
I do have a kind of a professory joke this week.
All right, hit us with it.
This was a recent tweet. Dear NASA, your mom thought I was big enough. Signed, Pluto.
Oh. Oh. All right. With that, we will leave you with that one on the high note. Follow us on whatever you're going to follow us on, and keep listening, and we will see you next time. We are out of here. Thank you, gentlemen. Everyone. Good times.
Good times.
Okay, I got 12 minutes till Better Call Saul, so I will talk to you guys soon.
All right, man. See ya.
See you guys. Bye.